Hi everyone, this is Pixel Crazy. First time recording any type of World Vision content or any kind of content that's not the main thing I do. I usually just build things out of Lego, mechs out of Lego, and that's the content of my channel. But this is a game I've been playing steadily since its release, and also I have a free-to-play JP account, which is backwards to normally what you would do, because the JP version of the game, it's not very free to play friendly, but as you can see, it's not impossible. As long as you know what to do in the game and you focus on certain type of units, you'll be able to do so. But the purpose of this video today is just show you what you can expect on the upgrade on Wednesday, and also a few upgrades that we'll see on the future. This setup is just pretty basic. It's just me streaming my phone to my computer, so it's pretty slow right now, but I think it should suffice to show you what I want to give you an idea, right? So first things first, let's go to guild, right? It's because I think this would be one of the biggest change you'll see on Wednesday, because the biggest change, one of the biggest change is the top icon on the right corner. Now you'll see an option with a new statue, right? This new statue will give you quests, daily quests. The first one unlocked it's just unlocked by being in a guild, right? And you have to work on beating the quest daily in order to level it up. What do you get after leveling up? It's HP, evasion, accuracy, and basically you'll get new quests daily. Once you reach level 2, you unlock the second quest, and once you leave, you get the statue in level 4, you get the third quest, the daily quest. What's the advantage of doing these quests daily? Well, basically you'll get tons of material daily this way. Basically materials to build equipment and also level up characters, right? So, and also you'll be getting guild coins. If you complete each quest, you'll get a set amount of guild coins that's different. For example, the first quest, if you complete it, you'll get 50 guild coins. And the second one, once you complete it, you'll get an additional 75 coins, which, believe me, will add up once you start collecting guild coins. And with the addition of shards and unit on the mock shop, you'll need every guild coin that you can get, right? And also, like I said, the second quest, you'll start getting materials to upgrade your character, the new materials, and also you get some materials for the weapon upgrade. The third quest that you'll unlock once you reach level 4, which if you have an active guild, it won't take that long. You can see that we're getting tons of additional materials, including again the new type of upgrade materials, but you also have the chance to get hammers. So do this quest daily and level up that statue as soon as possible. 1 second, yeah, and this will help you greatly with everything. This, once you get it complete, it's a bit difficult. If you get the third one complete, you get 100 guild coins extra. So if you have, like I have right now, the 3 statues is unlocked, you'll get an additional 175 guild coins per day. So that's good. Now the biggest change we've all been waiting is the guild barracks, right? So if you go to the guild barracks, now you'll have the option to get additional shards, like I'm going to show you in a quick minute. So right now I just got an additional 9S shard from the barracks, and this is notification I got from it. And you'll have to work on upgrading or try to save some Visual to start upgrading the time you have available on the barracks, right? So right now 35 5k, like I said in my Reddit post, will give you 9 hours of time with a full barrack. And this is important. You have to change if you want to JP, just click on the arrows and you'll have to select the shard option. If not, you'll continue to get JP. But the most important thing is you can get shards for limited time units. And this is great in order for you to start working on, for example, I got my Halloween Radu. I only got him to 89 on that period of time. So I've been working slowly on getting him to 99, so I can start working on, or at least unlock his TMR. But I'm also working on 9S and the Valentine's Day Salir. The other two I have there, I'm just working. For example, I have the new unit. I just want to unlock his EX jobs, so I'm getting the shards in order to start working on that. So this is one of the best tools you can do, and if you set the enough time and you don't miss any time, you'll get enough shards, like 2 shards a day for each unit. As you can see, each unit can have different time, so that's not a problem. Just remember when you set them up. And the other thing that's important to know is once the food run out, the clocks won't reset. They will just stop where they are. So you don't have to worry about losing that if you don't put food on the barracks, right? All you have to worry is about keeping the time running. So that's the biggest change on the guilds. Now, the other thing I want to show you is it's regarding units. As you can see, me being a free-to-play on JP has allowed me to get some limited units. Like, for example, I did get Valentine Salir, but I also was able to max 2B, and not also 2B. I'm still working on 9S. My Titus is 99. I didn't go for Juno or any of the Final Fantasy X characters at the time, but it's not bad. And as you can see, I don't have that many 120 characters, but I've been able to do fine. I've been able to max the raids. I've been able to do almost all the PvE content, and if I had enough time to work on PvP, I would be able to at least be on the 5,000 each week on PvP on JP, which is not bad, right? So it's kind of glitching. Yeah, like I said, it's super lo-fi what I have here. But let me show you real quick what I mean of one of the upgrades. So one of the upgrades that we'll be seeing here is this button that's on the bottom left, which basically it will be recording all the same element units that you level, and in each level you'll gain rewards. What are those rewards? Well, basically you'll be getting stat upgrades for each element, and also you'll be getting the upgrade materials, which, to be honest, after the upgrade, this will be like your biggest gate right now, because we'll be getting tons of rainbow materials, and with the diversification of rainbow orbs for units and the yellow orbs for vision cards, that won't be that much of a problem. But if you start building out units, like if you want to raise this level, these materials here, this and the rocks will be your biggest gate, because you'll be using them not just on leveling low level units or other type of units. You'll also be using them with EX jobs, so just be careful when using this and leveling all type of units. But basically you'll get additional stats each level, and for each additional level you also get rewards. So this is a good way to work or know that you'll be working. I think you'll be getting some visor. I believe it's step 5, 10 or 15 you'll get 50 visor. So just know that you'll get a bit extra visual if you do that. That's not too bad. Also, the other thing that you can see is, again, not that many 120 units, but to be honest, I've not need them that much. Just build smart and you'll be able to work on everything. But do work on some 120 units. For example, on my account, my 2B with the 120 has been able to get me quite far in PvP. So just get at least one strong unit in 120 and you're good. Also, Jason 120 just hits like a truck. So that's one of the units I recommend working on. And basically that's it with that's the biggest change with units you'll see, right? Now, let's go with the upgrade on the vision cards. The biggest upgrade is that you'll be using a different material to upgrade your vision cards. Like I said, vision cards on my JP account are not my strong suits, but let me show you, let me find a card real quick that I can upgrade, and I'll show you the biggest difference now. Because once you want to awaken a vision card now, you'll be able to get a replacement. So you can either use a rainbow ore here to upgrade, or you can use 40 of these yellow orbs to do the work of one rainbow orb. And to be honest, this is a game changer, because you won't be facing a drought of rainbow orbs for a long time if you manage your resources correctly. And with this, you'll be able to max your vision cards quicker. And it's also important because now you can see that the party ability has a new ability that's set in red, and that will only be unlocked if you max a vision card. So you're gonna start working on maxing your vision cards. Most of the time, or what I've been using on this account, is the party ability that you get from MR cards. And like I said, for example, this Death Moon, the party ability that you get once you max it up is 30% magic for dark units, which works great for Garble, but would also be great for dark element. So don't take MR cards for granted. They will also be working on your favor. But like I said, on my global account, I have a more advanced set of cards, and I think we're basically ready to be in a better level there too. Now, let's talk about Espers now. The Espers, with this upgrade, you'll be able to get them to 3 stars, right? Like you can see, I have a few units on 3 stars. The thing is, in order to get them from 2 stars to 3 stars, you'll have to fight them in a very hard battle that I think Cabbage has done great videos of them. I actually use some of them to help me get this done. So check his channel out. What you can do, or what you can get out of this, is not only better stats on your units, on your Espers. Like for example, you can see here, Odin has 20 agility now, which is crazy. The amount of stats you get, and 1,000, more than 1,000 HP for a single Esper, and that's just bonkers. Just be careful of which Esper you start using your resources, because I'll give you an example in a few minutes. But you also get more points to spend on your board, but that said, you'll also get more slots to add. So I recommend using World Vision Calc. That page will help you plan accordingly to what you want to upgrade on the new knots, or perhaps use the same points on older knots, right? So take that in consideration. What I said about materials, well, we'll be getting tons of Esper leveling materials this week on Wednesday. And one of the newest Espers that you'll be able to get to 3-star is Behemoth. Behemoth is really strong for dark slash units, so don't sleep on him. The only downside that I see of leveling him up is that in a few weeks we'll be getting Omega, and Omega is strong as well. So, but it also uses the same type of materials, so you have to worry about that type of things. Try to building 2 units with or 2 Espers with the same element will be much expensive now. And then I would recommend, if you're going to upgrade your Espers, go to the monthly missions and just pump up the Esper exp to 200, and that's the only way you'll use your elements to work on Espers, because otherwise you'll be starving for Esper materials, right? That's basically it. And now let me talk real quick about future upgrades that you'll have we'll have in a few months, and that'll be good for us planning on what we'll get and what we'll do. And one of the things that I've been saving today is there will come a new type of summon that will use gold to get shards. And let me give you an example. So this one, since I'm leveling the new wind archer, you'll have a 3-step up daily for I think 7 days. The last step will give you 10 shards for the unit, and that's daily. But the first 2 steps, you have chances of getting 3 shards of MR, and you are with the first step here going for 5 million. It might sound like much, but on the long run, this will be very, very good for your account. Just note, the first time I saw this, I believe the 3 step, each step was 50 million. So you will have to spend 150 million to do this the first time. Well, it was at least that in JP. I don't know how that's going to be implemented in global. But here, let me just do the step up for this. And basically, I'll show you what type of units shards you'll get. You just skip this. And again, we're just getting shards. So, like I said, start working on here. This is great because you start working on your EX medals for all units, right? And again, it's just skill. You can work on farming this, but the fact that you're able to get 10 shards a day for the unit that you're working on, it's amazing. And especially if you're lucky enough to get some UR shards here, and even on these previous steps. And let me just go to the last step. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so as you can see, I got tons of shards with only 25 gil, and that includes the 10 shards for the new UR unit I'm working on. That usually happens with any banner unit, right? And that includes the new water Kotadama wielder. You can do that. I don't have her. I tried a few steps of the step up and I didn't get her, so I'm just gonna skip that. But if you have enough guild, you could start getting her shots that way if you wanted to, right? So that's one of the biggest changes you'll see on the future on the shop. And now let's go to the mock shop, because I'm gonna show you a few changes that are coming there as well. So in the future, probably next month or even more, you'll be able to exchange the friend coins and guild coins for the materials. We should be able to, at least that's how we do it in JP. And with that, we'll be able able to get only unit shards, but also the materials needed to awaken to EX. And if you go to the guild coins, you also have the options to get, again, more units and more of the diamonds needed for the EX. This only applies, at least on JP, with MR and lower unit crystals. So the awakening for the UR units, those are rare, and those are probably the things you want to hoard. And that said, just think which units you want to get to EX, because those being limited, you'll want to have to consider in which units to use them, right? The other new implementation that I've been hearing from both Cabbage and Umbra rays are the option that if you click on this button here, with mock coins, you'll be able to get EX shards for the units you have maxed. This is great in order to work on units, and this will allow you to actually get EX units faster. So don't worry too much about EX units. You'll actually have more ways to get shards. My only concern would be with limited time units. Those, you'll only have a set amount of shards you'll get from the shop, and basically the other way to get shards is either to max them on the event or to get them on the barracks. And for example, my Valentine Salir is only at level 89, and the only amount of shards or EX shards I was able to get for her during that period, I was only able to get 50 of her shards, right? Which is something to start on. So once I get her to 99, I should be able to get the first break on EX, but after that it will be a slow work on the barracks to get her to a better EX level. But as you can see, you'll start working on different units shards, but when it's a collaboration, for example like Nier, you'll get a single unit shard there that's extra. And you, like I explained on my post earlier, I have 43 waiting here because basically once I maxed my 2B, I left her on the barracks for a long time, and I was getting shards for 9S beforehand. So once 9X is able to reach EX, I'll have some shards waiting for him. But also, if I free another barrack at that time, I'll be able to put 2B there, and I'll be getting 4 shards daily for her. It's a good strategy to get to work on limited time units, because basically if you get Juna and Titus, you'll be able to get 4 EX job shards a day, which should be a good way to speed up your progress that way. You can also use the Chocobo expeditions to get additional shards that way, and that event being that as long as it is, you won't have any problems leveling 2 units. 3 units you might be pushing it, but 2 units you should save to upgrade to an EX, right? Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, because there's some other things. There's an implementation of getting 6 times a day. You'll be able to get vision cards shards. So each new stage, you'll be able to get a single vision card shard a day for your rarity, and 2 vision cards for MR rarity. So it's a good way to slow work on vision cards, but take into consideration it's going to take a long time to max it. Hey, but it's better than nothing, so it's a good thing that we'll get. On a side note, there's no extra shards like with units. Like if you clear the first time with a certain requirement, the unit, you were able to get 5 shards. That's not the case with vision cards. You only get materials to do the awakening, which is not bad. If you do a two times combo, elemental combo, you'll get 15 of those vision cards materials, which is great. If you have the time, do so. I'm trying to work on doing all just to get Visure, and yeah, that's something that we can expect in the future. And it's not great, but it's much better than what we have right now. And also, the other thing is, we'll have the selection quest, which both Cabbage and Umbra have discussed in particular videos. the cool thing about them is that they're permanent. So you'll have the time, all the time in the world to work on them. They are very difficult. You have to set up and start working on teams of MR and lower rarity to work on this. If you start working on them right now, you'll have a ton of advantage over the JP players, and you'll be able to work on this slowly. And basically, each time you clear the quest, you'll get shards. And the first ones are not a problem, but the last ones, being that as difficult as they are, if you don't, I mean, the shards, you'll get them just by clearing the quest, but you'll start seeing tons of different quests just to get the EX unit shards. For example, I believe one of them is that you have to heal less than 1,000 on this stage, and you'll be able to get 40 EX shards. So be ready to manual this quest, and if you want the EX unit. We'll be seeing the new Earth unit this Wednesday, which I believe it's Wednesday or late Tuesday on JP on here, but it's gonna be Wednesday on JP. And again, there's our permanent additions, and if you're also interested, one of the ways you also get tons of shards and actually visual materials is that you'll get quests for or clearing the quest in a set amount of times. So as you can see, there are tons of rainbow materials and visual if you actually do them. So it's not a bad idea to try to invest slowly to work on some MR and lower rarity units, and this way I mean, it's better. You're not only working on getting these units and these shards and these rainbow materials, you also be working on upgrading your elemental level, like I showed you on the units. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically all I wanted to show you about what's coming here on JP in a few days, and also on the future. I'll leave you with a single 10 poll, no UR guarantee here. So let's see what I get today. Brown book, this is a skip. I don't want to see. And yeah, that's not good. But I'm working on LVL, so 20 shards is not bad. And again, thank you for joining me today. If you like this type of content, let me know. I'll try to see if I can do some tips and tricks basing on JP. Let me know if you want to see my global account, and we probably can discuss some things on how I've implemented my JP knowledge on my global account to going from not a dolphin to I barely spend this now, but I've been trying to maximize the materials with the knowledge I have, and I think I have a good global account based on this. And so yes, let me know. If you go to my social networks on my YouTube channel, basically you'll see that I'm doing mostly work on my Lego builds. If you're interested in that, just follow me. And if you want me to keep doing this type of content, let me know. I also speak Spanish. So if you want me to do some Spanish content, let me know. I can try to do that as well. But yeah, that was basically it. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great week, and happy anniversary, everyone. Bye.